Good morning, March 11, 2016. Petra here, handing you your DGI brief. Here are my top 5 stories from around the globe, starting with Japan. Today marks the 5th anniversary of the devastating earthquake and tsunami that hit Japan, killing 18,000 people. The Middle East. The Arab League's 22 members selected a new Secretary General last night, a veteran Egyptian diplomat, Ahmed Abdul Ghaid. Since its inception, the Arab League has been almost exclusively led by Egyptians. Asia Pacific. The United Nations issued a report declaring Asia Pacific to be the most disaster-prone region in the world. The report calls for urgent changes to urban planning and infrastructure. It also pleads for disaster preparedness, as 700 million people in the region live in overpopulated cities that are at extreme risk of disasters such as earthquakes, floods, typhoons, and tsunamis. Afghanistan. The Pentagon reports a fracturing within the Taliban in the Helmand Province, a known Taliban stronghold. 3 separate groups are emerging, and this presents an opportunity for reconciliation between the Taliban and the government. However, I see a great risk of ISIS in Afghanistan taking advantage of this splintering and trying to form allegiance with these groups to extend their power. I'd like to end my DGI brief on a positive note in what I call a Good Story Friday. And this week's good story comes from India. An ordinary man in India does an extraordinary thing for children from slums. He teaches them. 15 years ago, Mr. Kamal Pramar, a factory owner in India, learned that children from slums in his city of Ahmedabad could not read or write, even those lucky enough to go to school. You see, India has the largest illiterate adult population in the world. 287 million people cannot read and write. That is 37% of the total illiterate population globally. And so Mr. Pramar decided to teach the children. He started an afternoon program right there in the street, first with 15 children, now with 155. Every day for 2 hours, Mr. Pramar teaches his students everything from the alphabet to preparing for school exams. And then they have dinner together. For many of these children, that is the only meal for the day. Mr. Pramar's street school has been successful. Many of his students went on to universities. And better yet, many of his students have come back to teach more children alongside him. Mr. Pramar has only one request of the world. Try to teach only one child a year and see the difference it makes in society. Indeed. And that concludes my top 5. Now, let's get out there and make it a good day. And remember, if you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.